Honda già aveva fatto una frenata di merda alla 1 era già, cioè stava andando come un cretino, anche a me mi ha portato fuori.
Yeah, I'll take that SIM card.
Now you can stop, please. I hope not.
This season he has no rival, no?
He's insulting himself.
Yeah, it was a big mistake, this.
When one rider win 14 races in a row, what I can say?
I was thinking for sure I was on the ground, man.
Because I was riding a bit crazy. Because if I don't ride crazy, they ride crazy into me. Not very smart to say this.
Nicolo Bulega sits on a record equalling 13 wins in a row. Nobody in WorldSBK history has yet passed that mark. Race 1 of the 2026 Motul Hungarian rounds. Wait for the lights, and they are out. Locatelli under pressure from Lacquona, and now the gap down to 2.8 with a new fastest first sector of anyone. In a row for Nicolo Bulega. And Miguel Oliveira takes third place.
Oggi era me.
Adesso te dico, la moto adesso.
La moto era buona, eh?
Adesso fai diciamo una cosa, la carico nella mia macchina.
Il solito cagare.
Scherzo, hanno fatto dopo il resto ci vede.
Questa roba qua ce la siamo dati dai coglioni. A me mi hanno rotto già i coglioni.
Most important.
And Montella ran as well.
Montella.
But all he does is screw you that time because he couldn't get enough to get by. If you could have just got the switch back, you'd have been over.
Luckily there was a left hand afterwards. Thank you. Now you can stop, please. I hope not.
For second job on the podium.
To see this kind of gap is not, let's say, I know I'm capable of more.
If I'm honest, when I finish I'm not happy, I'm a bit frustrated because I know it's my chance to fight for the victory. He ride on an incredible level. He did 14 races in a row. Maybe this one will be more tricky, if I'm there, but in any case he did a really good job. He deserved it, that's it, nothing to say when one rider win 14 races in a row. What I can say, nothing.
Yeah, Iker was very strong, especially from half race. Then when he goes second, I didn't expect that he recovered me so fast. Even if I was pushing, he was catching me a little bit.
And now, so 14 races, you won 14 races in the record. What gift do you want to buy Ducati for this record?
Is an incredible record, but today I didn't start the race to think just on the record, but I was thinking to take 25 points more because, like I said, during the past days, for me the most important is the championship this year, for sure.
Edginess there from Sam Lowes, and he's made a poor start, swallowed up by the pack.
Yeah, honestly, I felt the bike roll a bit, but my start was So then you get your 11th in turn 1 from P6, and you do 2 long laps, then it's a difficult race.
Today Nicolo made history because he won 14 races in a row. You've been in this position before, being the dominant rider of the championship. I would like to know how difficult it is to keep race after race, round after round, no mistakes, full concentration, this kind of a mood that it seems the rider is unbeatable.
Yeah, the good thing of Nicolo is that he has nobody
that push him to make some mistakes, no? So he has a lot gap with the second, so he can ride very quiet, very calm, and not risking zero, no? So this amount of racing with somebody that is pushing you and makes you stay more in the risk is more difficult. But this season he has no rival, no? You just have to start the race, don't make mistakes, and just finish the race and you win.
Into the second day of racing here at the Balaton Park circuits. The Tissot Superpole race at the 2026 Motul Hungarian round goes lights out. And it's a decent start there from Jari Montella from P3 to pull alongside Lorenzo Baldassari in the run to the first turn. Big moment though for Montella, and he's going to have to go straight on at turn 1. Meanwhile, Oliveira's moved across the path of Bulega, and that sent him backwards. Baldassari will lead. Good start from Locatelli. And Bulega's off the racing line, and Bulega's off the circuit altogether.
Sì, ma già aveva fatto una frenata di merda alla 1, era già, cioè stava andando come un cretino, anche a me mi ha portato fuori completamente di pista. Però aspettiamo un secondo, visto che siamo vicini, aspettiamo un attimo, se no stiamo là 3 giorni. Però aspettiamo, se no sto là. Sì, ma stai tranquillo. Aspettiamo, iniziamo.
Shortened Tissot Superpole race here at the 2026 Motul Hungarian round. Second time of asking. Locatelli gets in the inside. There's contact for second and third. Will be the smallest winning margin of this season so far. Nicolo Bulega equals Alvaro Bautista's record-breaking start to the 2019 season. Bulega's 11th win in 11 races. Lecuona second, only 9/10 of a second back. It is the first time this season we've had less than a second between the top two at the checkered.
Sì, ma che nel primo 2 giri tu è andato fortissimo e che io con la gomma nuova non tengo questa capacità. Dopo quando fa la prima calata comienza a andare meglio. Se mueve, no para. Es como la madre.
After yesterday crash, good, very good. Not so much. I didn't sleep all the night, but in the race I felt quite good with adrenaline.
Ma io ho tagliato senza problemi.
It's race 2 of the 2026 Motul Hungarian round, and it's underway. And Lecuona's made a decent jump as we lose Locatelli.
Between the Aruba bikes as well, because in that last sector, Lecuona's just set the fastest sector 2 of anyone in the race.
As Nicolo Bulega rounds the final turn, it is officially the best ever start to a World SBK season.
This one maybe was the most difficult because Iker was strong all the weekend, but yeah, at the end I put on the table something more and I did it. I'm very happy.
Andiamo tutto dietro di te. No.
Championship for Aruba IT Ducati, Nicolo Bulega. Ladies and gentlemen, for you. Thank you so much.
Come questa mattina la gara corta.
Sì, infatti ho visto. Sì.
Questo
anche perché qua
è andato, sì,
qua la pista è
fisica,
tosta,
sì.
tosta.
It's another second again. Overall, I'm really happy because I'm there. My pace was very fast. I think we go like around 16 seconds faster than last year. In any case, Nicolo did a really good job. Yeah, it's not an easy race for him. I can't say because I saw few says about him during the race, so I know he are on the limit also.
Allô?
Hi.
Very good weekend for you, eh?
Was fantastic weekend, yeah. After Phillip Island, a podium here in marathon was not in my plans, honestly.
I was thinking maybe today is more difficult than the other races because Iker was strong all the weekend. But before the race, I said, okay, I have to do it. Just put more on the table, take more risk than normally. I almost crashed 2 times, but it was very important to win.
Yesterday, Bautista said Bulega is doing a very good job, but maybe it's a little bit easier. Do you agree with you?
He's insulting himself because he's riding against me. So not very smart to say this.
The first lap of the Superpole.
Montella arrived maybe 30 kilometers per hour faster. Fortunately, I heard him and I just released the brake, let him pass, but then I go very wide. And then I was also lucky at turn 5 where Miguel and Locatelli crashed because for my mistake I was wide because I was very close to the line for maybe crash with them. But fortunately for my mistake I was wide, so I was also lucky this morning.
Gareth, you have to ask your press officer to sit close to you.
What? Why? Yeah, Eddie. Yeah, come on. Hey, it's like my lawyer, you know. If I say something I'm not supposed to, he.
We'll put it in the medium. You should say something that you have.
Yeah. I'll take that SIM card.
So then you had the big moment.
Yeah, holy dude. That was so. I was thinking for sure I was on the ground, man. Like it was such a big slide.
Big relief today to achieve these 2 good results. Just one thing I want to say about the incidents, that sometimes we have to stay more calm because we don't win the race in the first lap or the 2 laps. Because I was riding a bit crazy. Because if I don't ride crazy, they ride crazy into me. So I have to change this chip, but I don't like racing like this. And I want just to more respect, and I will be more respect to also to other riders.
What do you think could have been possible with a perfect weekend? P3 or even more?
No, not even more. Top 2 guys are a lot stronger than everybody again, so this we have to try to look at and analyse. Yeah.
Touching and Locatelli, but
yeah.
We didn't understand why they penalised him.
Because he come back onto the line quite aggressively, not aggressive, onto the racing line. For me, I was surprised with the penalty, but also if you go deep, if you're the rider in front and you go along in the corner and then you come back to the line, where do you expect the people on the line to go? It's 3 people going on the same piece of track. Nobody was really being stupid. It's just that we all ended up in the same place. And if this is the case, should be no penalty.
Che vuoi, Che vuoi? Lo sapevo!